Here's another question that I get asked all the time is, I should probably turn it this way. Is how often should I wash my hair? Well, that depends on, thank you. That depends on several factors. The first factor is what is the density and the texture of your hair. So if your hair is straight and it's very fine, then you should probably be washing your hair every day or every other day. But you need to use something that is moisturizing and volumizing. So sometimes when you have very straight, fine hair, you have to wash it because the oils start building up and then your hair doesn't look fresh, right? But you don't want to weigh your hair down. So you want to use something that is volumizing. A volumizing shampoo generally will not weigh the hair down and will give it some fluff. So that when your hair is very straight and very fine every day, every other day. If you have medium density hair and it is straight, you can wash every 1 to 3 days or every other day. I do not recommend anyone washing their hair every single day unless I generally don't recommend that. Again, I'm your multicultural hairstylist, so if it grows, I got it. Um, I would say if you have to wash it every day, make sure you're using something that's very moisturizing. Use something professional. Um, if you can do every other day, if you can dry shampoo in between at your scalp and throughout your hair, then go for it. Um, then that's for like medium density or even thicker straight hair. So that's any ethnicity that has medium density to thicker density straight hair. You can wash your hair every other day. Okay, so then let's get into wavy hair. And when I'm just talking about hair types, because all ethnicities have all the different hair types. I have a client, she's Jamaican, so her ethnicity is Chinese, Jamaican, Indian, right? Technically, but she's Jamaican. Her hair is stick straight. It has a tiny bit of wave in it, but it's basically straight. But she presents as black. Okay. But if she washed her hair every day because it has that slight wave in it, it's going to dry it out every few days. So that's why I'm saying by hair type and not by ethnicity, because that doesn't matter. With the way God is so creative and the way He makes people can be all kind of ethnicities and all kind of hair. Like definitely saw that growing up in Hawaii. So anyway, um, let's get to if your hair is wavy. If you have wavy hair, um, then you probably want to wash your hair every 3 days or once a week. But it depends on your lifestyle again. Using a hydrating shampoo and conditioner that is professional that will not dry your hair out. Because if you wash your hair too often with wavy to curly hair, you will dry your hair out. And you don't want to dry it out. Also, I am anti co-washing your hair. That is too heavy and it doesn't actually cleanse your scalp and it doesn't cleanse your hair. And I hope that whole co-washing phase is over because I remember when everybody was like, I co-wash my hair. I did it too and get my scalp, it was okay. Like my hair was just heavy, and I have thick hair. I mean, I don't have hair now because I just cut it all off. But I have thick hair, so my hair was loving all the extra moisture, but it was weighing it down and it wasn't really clean. So don't co-wash it, wash it, but use a hydrating shampoo and conditioner. So every 3 days you can do that. Um, I recommend no one really going more than a week, and my girls cry, they scream and they cry. I'm like, wash your hair once a week. And then now I'm getting into my curly girls, and this one y'all gonna probably find me in the comments, and that's fine. You should be washing your hair once a week, no more than 2 weeks. I can't believe that some of y'all go a whole month and you don't wash your hair. And then you come in and you're like, oh, I have all these scalp issues. Yeah, your scalp's not clean. You need to wash your hair. You need to cleanse your scalp. It needs to be done once a week, maybe every 2 weeks. I know wash day takes a long time. Yeah, I'll do it. But come, I'll do it for you. But once a week, for sure. Really, nobody should be going more than 1 week without washing their hair. I don't care what your hair texture is. Maybe you can do 2 weeks. But when y'all go past that and you come in and then you're like, your scalp is dry, you're like, my hair's not growing, I'm having hair issues. Yeah, because water is the primary source of moisture for your hair. And that goes for all hair types. Yes, curly and wavy hair can go longer, but should you go longer? No. Like some of y'all like, yeah, I wash my hair once a month. I'm like, that hair is not thriving. I don't care if it looks good. When I touch it, I know. I'm like, dang, this hair is hurting. I will walk past you. I'm such a hair whisperer. I literally can walk past you and be like, man, they ain't washing their hair as often as they should. I can also tell if you wash your hair too much because then it starts getting dry and it starts looking like static clinging. And that's for like people with fine straight hair. If you wash it too often and you're not using something that's addressing what your hair actually needs, then you're also doing a disservice to your hair. So depending on your hair type, depending on your hair texture, that determines if you wash daily, every other day, every 3 days, or once a week. You should not go any longer than 2 weeks. Now, this is somebody who's not in the gym every day and you're super active. If you're in the gym every day, you can wash every 3 days. If you can't do every 3 days, and let's say you're on the curlier end of the spectrum, then once a week for sure. Dry shampoo at your scalp and massage it in. There's several dry shampoos that have varying strengths. Three of my favorites are Aveda has one, and that one comes in like it's not an aerosol, so it's like a powder and you squeeze it. And that one is my favorite. And then Amika Perk Up. I love the Amika Perk Up. That's also one of my um, favorite dry shampoos. That's aerosol. And it has their signature scent and it smells really good. And then K18 has one. The K18 one is so strong, but it's really good. So if you feel like your hair needs more cleansing, and that's, I also rated those in not effectiveness, but gentleness. So Aveda is the most gentle. Then there's Perk Up from Amika, and then the most aggressive one is the K18 one. That one goes on wet, and then you massage it in, and then it super cleans your hair. So use those not as your cleansers, but use dry shampoo as your in between your cleansing days. So if you're working out, if you're doing Pilates, if you're at the gym, if you're running, if you're active, um, or let's say your life is just getting busy and you don't have time, that's when you use dry shampoo. And definitely always use it on your scalp and then brush it through the rest of your hair if you want. You can cheat. I don't even want to give y'all this cheat because y'all are going to do it for real, but cheat and dry shampoo your scalp. And then you can, and then rinse your hair in the shower and condition it. But that's just to stretch it out. That can't be your washing. You guys, I want your hair to be the healthiest. So try that. Ask me questions below. Tell me your hair type. I'll help you come up with a good regimen for you. And sorry about the lighting and the noise, the background noise. I'm waiting for my food here at one of my favorite restaurants. So I'll see you guys and